Hey kids, so just a short video today. I think Jimmy and I are just gonna chill out today. The weather's a little rainy out there, so we're gonna spend the day inside answering emails that you're all sending and grading some of your work. Actually, most of the emails that you've been sending are for Jimmy. It kind of hurts my self-esteem, but I'll be okay. I'm sure he's feeling really happy that you guys appreciate him so much. But today I thought we would talk about our next project, which I'm really excited about. It's a strange way to be introducing it, but this will work. We'll make sure it works. We always do, right? So let's start by talking about the project's name. It's called the Great Beings Research Project. And that term, great being, has probably puts in a lot of thoughts into your head immediately, and if you give it a lot of thought, I guess that's all I really want you to do at this point, is to just think about that. What qualities of character does a person need to possess to be a great being? Does a person necessarily have to be famous? Does a person necessarily have to be somebody who's rich and powerful? Or can a great being also be somebody who's none of those things, and perhaps maybe very humble, but in some way serves to help people, to better mankind? Our definition for great being is pretty broad. You'll see, and it's a pretty interesting topic to think about. So not only do I want you to think about great beings in life, maybe people in your life, maybe family members, maybe people you know, maybe people you don't know. But I also want you to think about some of the characters we've read about this year, and who in the novels that we've read could be a great being. And I want you to pay particular attention to milkweed, since that's the book we're going to be using for this project, okay? So to help you get a little creative as you're thinking about this project, I've included this commercial. It's without a doubt my absolute favorite commercial, and I don't particularly care for commercials. But when I saw this commercial, I thought, wow, that's powerful. It was a commercial put out by Steve Jobs when he reintroduced the iMac, which was the updated version of the Mac Classic, and it revolutionized home computing. And the video is narrated by Richard Dreyfuss, who's a very famous actor. If you've ever seen Mr. Holland's Opus, he was Mr. Holland. So the commercial basically has all of these great beings. See if you can name them all. I don't think I can. I've tried. I don't think I can. I can name most. Maybe your families can help. Mom and Dad maybe will be able to help you point out some of these great beings that might not be contemporary to you. But as you're watching this video and looking at all these great beings, this commercial, suddenly there's a child. We don't know if the child's a boy or a girl, and it doesn't matter, really. And at the end, the eyes open up. And then right after that is the tagline, think different. Well, hold on a minute now. Think different. That's grammatically incorrect. I don't mean to be critical of Steve Jobs. Actually, he would have known that very well, but he did it anyway. We know that think is a verb. Different is an adjective. Adjectives don't add meaning to a verb. What part of speech adds meaning to a verb? Come on, kids. You know this because I taught you. Ends in ly. Yes, an adverb. That's right. So it should read think differently, but it doesn't. Think different. Why did he make that deliberate grammatical error at the end of this commercial? And the last thing is, who is that child with the eyes opening up at the very end? Give that some creative thought. There's a lot of options, but really what I think Steve Jobs was saying was that child is you, is the next generation, using his product to become the next great being. That's this commercial's challenge to you and to all of us. So anyway, that's all I want you to do for right now. It's not a lot of it, but it is a lot, I guess, a lot of thinking. And over the next couple of days, I don't know when, I have to go back and look at these assignments. They're going to have to all be modified now. I want to make them clear and direct, and I want to make sure that they're very similar to assignments you've already done, so we don't have to worry about me doing a lot of teaching that you're going to need to know for this. I want this to be something that you enjoy and that's meaningful to you. So I'm going to check out right now. Jimmy and I are going to sit down and answer some of our emails. So watch the commercial. You'll love it. And if mom and dad are around, show it to them. I'm sure they remember it. They'll love it too. See you in a bit, kids.